I wanted to provide an update, and that's pretty much what this is. I'm not going to really go over something really in depth, but so for DragonOS LTS, I want to roll in some new packages and push out another ISO, but I want to make sure I capture what everyone's looking for. So I've had some requests to include SDRPlay, gr-tempest, and then some other things I've went out on my own and found and want to include and do future videos on. But in addition to that, I messed around with the Debian-based ISO that I've created in the past, and I want to throw something out there. Not going to provide a lot of support to it, but it's Debian Bullseye. So I've essentially taken and updated from Debian Buster to the testing of Bullseye, which brought GNURadio up to 3.8, Cubic SDR, GQRX. Some of those applications have been updated. I got gr-GSM for 3.8. Found a workaround out there on the internet, got that installed. So it looks very similar, and I'll just show a quick virtual machine running it. But again, I'm primarily focused on this 18.04. It works great. It supports a lot of programs. I actually took a look at 20.04 and built a machine on that as well, but there was quite a few things that just really didn't work right. There's actually lack of, they've kind of removed some of the older Python, so that broke and removed some applications. But at least with the Debian build, I was able to go through and provide you a README on what's there, what works, what doesn't work. So if you're really wanting to check out some of the newer applications like the newer GNURadio, maybe you could throw that in a virtual machine and have at it. So I'll put that out there. But real quick, gr-tempest, actually the developer changed to 3.8 as the main that you would pull down from gr-tempest. So if you're watching my earlier video about this, I put some notes in the description where some steps changed. You can see here I've already pulled down with Git. I pulled down the latest gr-tempest, and you just need to make sure that once you do that, you change to the 3.7 branch, and you can do that here. You might have to, depending on where you put it, might have to put sudo in front of that. So I've changed over, and literally you can follow along. You would make your build directory. You can run make and follow that with a make install, sudo make install. If you're putting this in your home directory, then you're not always going to have to run sudo beforehand. It's just because I've chosen to kind of put all the source here, so after I remaster, everyone has the ability to see what I put in there and also remove if they wanted. Make sure before you run and after you install that you do the sudo ld config, and then you can have a look in the examples folder. You can see I didn't bother with updating Voke. The developer has changed that, so you don't have to do that if you don't want to. And I'll just show you that with these steps here, you should be up and running with this. I'll just show you the built-in example that they give here. And we can see that it's working. All right, so let's see, what else? SDRPlay. I reached out to these guys, and they were very nice to get back to me. I want to look at adding SDRPlay support. I had someone that has a RSP1 alpha, So I want to make sure that I build in what's needed so that if you're running this live and you're not installing it, you have everything you need right out of the box. So hopefully by this weekend, early next week, I'll be able to get another update out there. And then also, I heard nothing but good things about this Spike and Signal Hound. So I'm hoping to get hands on one of the, I think it's, let's see, the BB60, I think, is what I want to hopefully get hands on, and combine that with the newly released Spike Spectrum Analyzer software they have for 1804. I've got it downloaded here and unzipped. They've got a great user manual in there I've been reading through, and it's a very easy install, actually. I just made the setup.sh executable and ran that. Configures the libraries, changes the permissions, and then from there I just run the Spike executable. There's no devices found, of course, and then what I'm looking at is supposed to be a one-to-one as to the Windows version of this software. So you can just kind of get a look at some of the options available here. Hopefully I'll be able to do a video specifically using the radio and this, so I'm pretty excited about that. All right, and last thing, like I mentioned, for those that are interested, I'll put it a link. This is Debian Bullseye, or the testing. You can see looks basically the same. Remember, and not to confuse everyone, if anyone's got a better way, remember in here, if you want to change the root, I put the little dash there. You can see the kernel is updated. Let's see what else. A lot of the stuff that we're used to seeing is still there, with some additional things I threw in there just to try out GR satellites. But SIGDigger is there, SDR trunk, RTL SDR, the airband, Sparrow Wi-Fi, Spy server. A lot of that's still there, but you can take a look at the notes and see what's there, what's not there. But yeah, for those that really like Debian and want to continue using it, want to have a look at the newer, let's see, GNURadio. Let's see, I think it's 3.8.1.0. So that's in there. I did check with the HackRF to see if this was still working. It seemed fine. For some reason in the Focal 20.04, the Osbocom source, I think they're looking for development on that, was not really working right. So, all right. That's all I have. If you got any recommendations for what you want to see included in the new DragonOS LTS, please let me know so I can get that rolled in. All right, thank you.